What's up guys, John back with another video, and today we're going to continue our Life in Korea series. So if you guys haven't watched my first video about the 10 things I miss about the US while living in Korea, make sure you guys check that one out. So today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I absolutely love about living here in my 10 plus years in Korea. And let's get started. The number one thing is convenience. So I've been to Japan, and I've been to Japan probably more than 5 times. I think this is gonna be my 6th time coming up. And I would say I'm not an expert living in Japan, but since I've been there many times, I think I can compare a little bit in terms of like the things that I've noticed. And I feel like in terms of convenience, Korea is number one. It's not because it's better or whatever, but it's a smaller country, so therefore it's going to be more efficient. So, for example, public transportation is cheap. It's cheaper than Japan. There's less options, which is good, and it's subsidized by the government. Therefore, you don't need to get a ton of different cards. You know, in Japan, you need different cards for different trains, and then also in Korea you just need one. So that one card is good for everything: taxis, transferring to buses, and subways especially. Another thing is delivery. This is like, I don't know about like other countries, but in terms of delivery service, I think Korea is one of the top countries, if not the top country for deliveries. So when I first came here 10 years ago, or actually like 11 or 12 years ago, I was shocked by the amount of delivery drivers on the road and on the sidewalks, and that's another issue. So if you guys been to Korea, you know, they just honk at you, so even the pedestrians have to move. But delivery food culture is very unique, as well as very complicated and very sophisticated in terms of what type of food that they offer and then where they deliver to. So you could be sitting in the middle of the Han River, Hangang Park, and that's one of the biggest urban parks in South Korea and in Seoul, and you're overlooking the river, Han River. And when I first went to Korea, the delivery drivers would go to the spot that you are picnicking. So let's say like when they call you, you're like, oh, meet me at this tree or this lamp or something like that. Of course, nowadays it's a little bit more organized. They have like designated zones where you meet the driver instead of the driver trying to, you know, find you. And I think, you know, wasting time is one of the top reasons why they decided to do this. So definitely convenience. Convenience stores, you know, they're all over the streets, every corner. I mean, you name it, they got it. So convenience is definitely number one. Number two, technology. And who doesn't know that South Korea is one of the top countries for producing technology, aka Samsung, right? LG, those kind of huge companies that are global. So, you know, it translates into daily life in Korea. So no more physical keys, man. I don't know about the US nowadays, but they gotta go. Like, I don't want to carry a whole chunk of keys and put in my pocket, and they're like, you know, it's like sagging on one side of the pocket, right? Or in your back pocket. And it's very inconvenient, very uncomfortable to carry a chunk of, you know, keys for everything. So in Korea, we only have one key for your apartment, and you don't even need that nowadays. But for me, I like to have that physical, you know, be able to touch it. At my apartment, you can actually download the app and onto your phone, and you have to get it registered with the I guess the HOA, and then once that's done, you have your information and you can scan it. Or I don't think you even need to scan it. You just need to walk by. I've seen people just walk by with their phones. You don't need to like show it or anything. There's a machine on the front door at the bottom of the building that scans your phone and opens the door. And the thing is, these keys are good for only your apartment. So you can open I think like every single apartment that I've been to, and this includes like office tels, which are like, and one rooms. It's like a keypad. No more physical keys. You don't need to put like, unlock all that stuff, or a numeric keypad, which you only know the pin number to. So this is very convenient, and less things you have to carry around. Another thing that's really cool is my gym, and now they do like facial scans of you, and then I don't know if this is at every gym, but this is just for my gym. And once you get your face scanned, you can enter. You don't need to touch anything. And I know this is probably not at every gym, but yeah, this is one of the perks. And it's not, you probably pay for it already, but it's not like charged on top of your gym membership. And my gym membership is pretty cheap at where I live. So gym is another really cool thing. So everything is done on your phone as well. In the US you have Apple Pay. Here we have Samsung Pay, Kakao Pay. But everything is done on your phone, and then you can do bank transfers and stuff out of Kakao Talk. So Kakao Talk is like WhatsApp for Koreans, and it's literally a lot better than like WhatsApp. You can do everything: shopping, order food, transfer money to your friends who also have the same account. It's really cool, very convenient at the same time, and a lot of it's very fast. That's the number one thing. So that is number two. Number three is the size. The size of South Korea is literally, I think I checked, but if you impose, like if you cut out South Korea and you put it in California, it fits like Southern California from LA to San Diego. I think that's about the size. So it's very small. So therefore, there's a lot of benefits. It's easy to travel around. I've done like a whole countrywide tour within, I would say, like a week and a half, 10 days. And it was fun. And we did it by bus and, public transportation. So bus, subways, and I think a couple times with a taxi. But it's very fun to travel. And from Seoul to Busan, so from north to south, it's about 5.5 hour drive, around six hours depending on traffic. And if you take the KTX or the high-speed train, it takes about 3.5 hours. So it's very, very easy to get around. That's number three. Number four, and that is the cafe culture. Before coming to South Korea, I never really did cafes, but this was back in 2012, 2013. Cafes in the US, not even close. It's changed a lot, I'm sure, but it's not even close. Every single time I go back to US, it's similar. You get some like themed restaurants, but this is on the whole new level, man. I went to a Harry Potter themed cafe. I think it was a restaurant too in Hongdae. They had a live, it was a robotic dragon in the lobby. Like, it's insane. It was moving his head and everything. So it is a whole different experience, and it's just really fun to hang out. And cafe culture is huge in South Korea, and I would say the cafes are getting better in terms of the drinks and the food, but still not as good as the US, I feel. Like, if you're a foreigner, you come to South Korea, they have their certain flavors, so it's a good change, but if you live here for this long, you get tired of the taste. So, you know, and it goes with everywhere you live. You just get tired of the same taste. So it happens. It happens. So, but the cafe is definitely getting better in South Korea. So that's number 4. Number 5 is service. Service completely blows away the U.S. Free goodies at restaurants, so it's called service. It's called in Korean that's the name for it, and it just means free stuff. And at restaurants, most restaurants, they give you free kimchi and side dishes. Not all. And then there's some that actually, like, you can grab as much as you want. It's called self. So, like, self-service, I guess. You just go and grab whatever you want. So there's restaurants where you can grab as much rice as you want, which is good for me because I feel like the portion sizes are very small. So for someone who eats a lot, it's a plus. Customer service is generally pretty good. If you're calling credit cards, it's about the same. But generally they're pretty good. But not every single, you know, place has awesome customer service. But generally, it's better than U.S. And it comes with the I guess the free stuff that they give you and the mentality that they need to provide that good service in order for you to stay with them. You know, with such a smaller population than the U.S., it definitely is a must in terms of service. So service, I mean, is very accommodating for most products, I'd say. In terms of you know, me going to school here and them providing, you know, service for foreigners back in 2014, that's something else. So if you guys want me to share my history and you know, my university life details with you, comment below, or you can comment with whatever else you want me to share with my life in Korea, with my experiences here 10 plus years. Let me know down in the comments, and that's it for today. I'll check you guys in the next video.